Hey, what's up guys, Kuvdra here, and welcome back to another Skyblock video, where today I'm going to be showing you a complete guide on flipping in Hypixel Skyblock. I'm going to be covering what flips to be making right now, how to find your own flips, and also how to maximize your profits when flipping. So make sure to stick around to the end to not miss out. Also, join our Discord, as we are currently doing a giveaway for 50 million Skyblock coins. Join today if you haven't already, and you must be subscribed to enter. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. We must of course start by talking about the obvious. What is flipping? It really is quite simple. You buy low, sell high. There isn't really much to it. So, flipping comes in many different forms. You have Bazaar Flipping, AH Flipping, NPC Flipping. There's a whole ton of different methods which you can use when flipping, and all of them are equally good at the moment in Skyblock. So, let's get on to them. Start off with, let's go over some items which will always work, no matter what the mayor is, what event it is, anything. These items will always be good to flip. These include things like XP bottles, specifically Grand XP bottles and Titanic experience bottles. These also include high demand, high price items, like boost cookies and also things like recombobulators. Also things like wither scrolls, master stars and book modifiers work well too. You also have things like candies, you also have things like Jacob tickets. All of these things which are high in demand all the time in Skyblock will always be useful. Finally in this list we have minion upgrades, which will always be needed as people buy and sell their minion setups. For example, this flycatcher here currently has a 2.5 million coin margin on it. Now, let's move on to the best flipping methods which will always work in Hypixel Skyblock. One method which will always work is flipping around the mayor that's currently active. For example, at the moment we've got 3 perk pool, which means dungeons items are particularly good to flip. One example of this, if we go back to the bazaar, is let's have a look, modifiers, let's go hot potato books, which currently have an 8k margin per. Let's create a buyer for 32 of them, costing us just under 2.5 million coins. Also, let's also talk about craft flips we can use in Mayor Pool. For example, if we currently look at the Shadow Assassin Cloak, if we can search it up properly. If we look at an epic one, this is currently going to cost you about 1.8 million coins. And a legendary one, if we go through, it's going to cost you 3.9 million coins. And to craft this, you are not going to need too much at all. And it's definitely going to be less than what it is to buy on the AH. You can see we're going to need 8 livid fragments, which if we go back to the bazaar, search up livid fragments, create a buyer of 8 of those, that's 1.2 million coins. And then if we also go and buy a Shadow Assassin Cloak of epic rarity, that's 1.8 million coins, taking our total cost up to about 3 million coins. Let's wait for this livid fragment orders to fill. As you can see here, 18 of our hot potato books have already filled, for 77,800 coins per. So we can claim those, and then we can go straight back to the bazaar and sell it for 85.8k per. If we look in chat, we can see we bought it for 1.4 mil, selling for 1.52 mil. This is 120,000 coins in profit. Not too bad at all. You can also see that our buyer for livid fragments is now filled. So if we claim those and then craft up into the Shadow Assassin Cloak, which is fragged now, we can then sell us at 3.9 million coins. Another tip I'd give with this method is just go and put a reforge on it, as this make it more desirable to a buyer. It can literally be any reforge and it only costs 5,000 coins to do. Definitely worth it for the few seconds it takes and I'll make it sell better. I'll just list at 3.8 million coins to try and make it sell quick. And you can also see, literally as we're doing that, our hot potato book order filled now as well. This method is literally nuts during Mayor Pool. Mayor flipping will work with pretty much any mayor that's in office, literally any of them. Additionally, we're going to have Mayor Jerry coming soon, who's going to have his perk Apocalypse perk. And this is going to give us every single mayor in the game pretty much, bar a few like Diaz who won't be coming unfortunately. However, this will be very good for mayor flipping during this event. If you want to see a full guide on Jerry flipping, then make sure to get this video to at least 300 likes and I'll make it happen this week. The next method we're going to be talking about is museum flipping. And this method is again really quite simple. Go to the museum and see what items are needed in here. We can then craft these and sell them for a profit on the AH. To people who are lazy and just buy these straight off the AH to put into their museum. Let's take a look at the zombie sword for example. If we go to the recipe for the zombie sword, we can see that it's going to take us 1 stick and 2 zombies hearts to craft. These zombies hearts in turn will cost us 256 enchanted bottom flesh each, for a total of 512. Let's go and create a buyer for that now on the bazaar. Create a buyer, 512, bang, 750k. There you go, our orders are filled. I did have to relist it, but that's fine. There we go, claim that, and now I can go to any crafting table, and then we can make 2 zombies hearts. Then if we put them on top of the stick, as the recipe told us before, then we can get the zombie sword. Now if we go to the auction house, we can sell this on the AH at about 1.1 million coins. This in total is about a 300k flip, not too bad whatsoever, as this only took me about 30 seconds worth of effort. You can also link this with the mayor flipping method. For example, what items now can I craft that are related to mayors? It also works with other museum items too, like we did over there. For example, the fell sword. We can create a barter for 32 fell pearls for about 16,000 coins. Let's wait for that to fill. It should fill incredibly quickly, as obviously it's mayor pool. There you go, the barter has now filled. And we can take this to a crafting table once again and craft the fell sword, and then sell it on the bazaar, on the auction house even, for about 200k. There you go, and bear in mind, we paid just 16k for this. Definitely a W flip. Here you can see the fell sword has now sold for 200k within just a few minutes for a 150k flip. The next method of flipping is NPC to Bazaar Flipping, and this can be done by literally anyone in the game with Skyblock level 7 or higher to access the Bazaar. So go to this NPC and you can buy Enchanted Bone Mill for about 2 coins per. You can buy 640 of this a day. Just like that. You then go over to the Bazaar and sell it for about 82,000 coins, a free 80k for anyone. This also works with other items too. For example, if we go over to the builder, we can then go and buy dandelions, and these are currently available for 50 coins per. We can also buy 640 of these. We can then sell this on the Bazaar for 68,000 coins, another free roughly 50k or so. The final method involving this is in the Crimson Isle, and this is for more late game players, but still equally valid, and actually more profit than the other two. If I go over to the Major NPC, there's a similar NPC in the Barbarian faction by the way, but obviously I'm in the Mage faction so I can't talk to them over there, and we can come here and buy Grand XP bottles. For me, these are 4,750 coins per. However, if you've unlocked Infernal Kuvdra and done all of that stuff, then these can come as low as below 4,000 coins. So depending on how far progressed you are on Kuvdra, these will be a better flip. However, of course, 3.04 million coins for all 640 of them, and we can sell for 3.25 for about 200k flip. Those are some of the best flipping methods in all of Hypixel Skyblock, and hopefully you can use those to find your own flips and make billions with them. Obviously, I haven't gone and named the best flips in detail, as obviously, well, this will nuke them, as it does with most of my videos. Obviously, whenever I post a video, a lot more people are going to start doing that flip, which often will kill them. This is why I'm trying to teach you how to do the flips and how to find them yourselves, so then you can find them and not have to worry about having to compete with other people. This is what makes flipping good, when you find a flip with no competition. And that brings me on to my next few points. These are some tips that I'd recommend you use when you're flipping yourself. The first of these is to diversify your flips. There's no point doing the same flip over and over and over and over again. Instead, you should have at least 5 different flips going at once. For example, if I was Bazaar Flipping, I'd probably have an order for recoms, I'd have an order for booster cookies, maybe an order for Jacob's tickets, maybe an order for fly catchers. Literally, you should have so many things, an order for essence even. But literally, you can have as many orders, I think you can have up to about 15 or so in the Bazaar, so make use of them. The next tip kind of links into the last one, and it's to always have orders active, even if you're not actually flipping. Even if you're doing dungeons, or mining, or farming, or literally anything in the game, you should always have buy orders active. And these should be on the following items. They include things like tier 7 books, and ultimate books too. For example, let's look at First Strike 5. This has a 12 million coin margin on it, however obviously will not sell very often, with only 169 inch sales in the last 7 days. This means that as a flip on its own, it's not going to be very good. However, if I just set up a buy order, and maybe I went away and did something else, and I came back, maybe I'd get lucky and someone would have sold it. And then we can sell over it for a 12 million coin flip. This applies to most tier 7 enchants. For example, growth 7, also things like growth 6 work, literally most enchants in here, which are quite expensive. But definitely if you're going away and doing other stuff, make sure to have orders set up. The next tip is going to be, do not panic if you get undercut, and this applies specifically to auction house flipping. Even if one person undercuts you, it doesn't really matter too much. Once there are sales, you're going to be the lowest bin again. So any time you waste just undercutting yourself again, it's just going to be taxes spent and time wasted. The only reason that you should ever take an auction down is if you're absolutely desperate for money, in which case you go sell to a lowballer, or alternatively, if you know that you're going to get undercut a lot, or an item is dropping in price rapidly. For example, if a new update drops and everyone starts selling their items as it's no longer the meta, then maybe, you can take it down. However, if it's just you're flipping something and someone undercuts you by 1 coin, just leave it. Only take it down if multiple people undercut you and no one's buying the item for a good day or so. For example, if I was flipping my Shadow Assassin cloak right here, you can see someone has actually undercut me, and this one at 3.7 million coins. However, I'm not going to panic, I'm going to stay strong, I'm going to keep this up, and it should sell eventually, even if I have to wait a bit longer. Obviously, I got a billion coins in purse, so I don't really need to worry about having coins on me. This only applies if you have to get coins quick. So, that's going to conclude today's guide on flipping in Hypixel Skyblock. If you did enjoy it and found it useful, then please make sure to like and subscribe, as we are on the grind for YouTube rank, and each one of you is greatly appreciated. Also, once you've subbed, you can join our current giveaway for 15 million coins in the Discord. Join using the link discord.gg/Kuvdra. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.